Hey guys, Blue here. Welcome back to another video. Just a quick update. I've changed the channel name to Sarge. I originally picked BT7 because I needed what I felt was something a little more unique for my channel name. Turns out it can just be pretty generic. You can have as many Sarge YouTube channels as they can handle pretty much. And as someone who's been called Sarge for probably 15 years at this point, it's just easier for me to stick with that. So a little bit of background here. I have played War Thunder since 2013. Before there was even Ground Forces, I took part in the Ground Forces beta. And because of that, at this point, I'm kind of out of tune with what the low tier grinding is like. I don't really, they keep adding all these low tier tanks. I don't know much about them. I usually play the 3.7 to 4.7 range because that's the whole reason I got into this game, was the mid-war tanks, mid-war planes. But just out of curiosity almost, I made a Lobby account. That's this one. And I started with Britain. I've done a little bit of Germany, USA, Russia. And today we're just going to jump into some ground realistic battles at 1.3, taking out the lineup here you see below. We got two of the BTs. One's the reserve and one's the slightly more modern BT7. It's not a huge amount of difference between the two. It's just a little more hull armor on this one, but 20 millimeters ain't much. We got the first attacker, which I have spaded out at this point. So we're going to take the two 250 kilogram bombs, which is 500 pounds for anyone that's not familiar with the metric system. We don't use the I-16 too much. It's just there as an extra spawn essentially, and then we have an AA. My general rule of thumb is 2 tanks and an AA at bare minimum, because the AA is so cheap, and taking down planes is an easy way to get points for respawns, as well as potentially saving teammates if you can get your aim in quick enough to stop the enemy from dropping their bombs. So we're going to be running a Russian 1.3 today. I've got 2 games for you. They both went pretty well. Should give you some idea of how to play these early Russian tanks, especially the early Russian light tanks. So really hope you guys enjoy what you're about to see, and we'll get right into it. All right. Looks like we got Ash River. That means it's fun time. So the most important thing about this map is picking, to be fair, the most important thing about any map is picking what you want to fight over. So especially for these early Russian tanks, use your speed to get where you need to be as quickly as possible. American tanks at this tier in a similar boat. The Stuarts have some zip to them. I'm counting on that guy behind me to do Overwatch. Knew I heard something. Now we can use Buddy as cover. Oh, he got that shot off? Ah, what a dick. Alright. Well, I was counting on the teammate to take these guys out, but apparently that's a little too much. Real cautious. that guy definitely got caught looking where he thought I was. If you lose sight of a target, don't sit still.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Because this is exactly what happens. If he had pushed up, you know, expecting me to be making my way around, maybe I'm not doing this to his team right now. I can hear someone. This is a great spot to be in up here. This is why most of the people fight over this point. There's a guy below here.
Another zone captured, we have the advantage.
Alright. That's him I hear behind me. Left girl. He just sat there all game. What the hell? I didn't realize my teammate had left. That's my own fault. So I don't think there's a capability of me to only drop one of these at a go. I think I have to drop them both. So try to pick the best location we can find. And if we're lucky, we should be able to stop whoever's taking C by just shooting it with a machine gun. Can we see down here? Oh yeah, they still like sitting up here. Let's clear this out. It's only gonna be one kill probably. Where did those land? Oh, they already killed him. That was a waste. Did hit him. There we go. Ooh, disintegrated. So especially at this PR, this is just unfair.
We have most of the zones.
Right. There's the plane. I knew there was one up because I saw the kill feed down in the bottom right. Oof. way up here.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Usually, if you see that many planes spawning in on the other team, though, that's usually because you're starting to win, not because you're about to lose all the points. Because generally, what happens is a bunch of people die, they spawn in as planes. There's not enough tanks to recap the points. And next thing you know, you're winning. Really, you only ever need 1 or 2 planes up, and especially at 1.3, having these little rinky-dink I-15s isn't going to do anything. These bombs aren't really big enough. But if that's all they got left, it's all they got left. Like when I die in this plane, if I die in this plane, all I've got's another plane and an AA. Both of my tanks are down. And this plane does something really weird with its landing flaps, where it just really loves to, like, they lower so fast that the sheer amount of lift that you get from them, like, propels you upward, like you're bouncing.
The enemy is winning.
So just kind of feather it a little bit. There we go. Normally it's a much higher arc upward prior to landing. There we go. So we got 1, 2. Oh, we got a lot of tanks left over. We just got to take out whoever this guy is. He's the one shafting the whole team. Nope, he just got taken out. We know where the Staghound is, although he's probably moved. Let's get those flaps up for now. Try and build straight speed. So if you're new to War Thunder, and I'm assuming if you're playing at this BR that you probably are, one of the best things you can learn to do is, all the planes are pretty much set up to start with landing flaps, but especially like the SB2U, or if you're playing like the British, I think it's the V156. Even with full upgrades, it struggles to get off of the airfield. So all you really need to do is raise the flaps, put on your max throttle, your WEP, and as long as you can hit about 140 kilometers an hour, you can drop the flaps, take off, and then you just feather them real light to get a little bit of altitude under you until you can get, the 180, 200 kilometer range. And it's really all you need to do to get off the ground. I've played a few realistic air battles where guys are trying to take off with the 1,000-pound bomb underneath one of those Vindicators, and he just crashes because the landing flaps on a lot of these early planes are, essentially just, they're either up or they're down. There is no trim to them. There's no, I want to set my flaps to 20%. It's, you're landing or you aren't, basically. Let's see what we can see. I can hear another plane. 2 planes, actually. Nasty. There we go. Ah, he damaged my engine pretty good. Shit. Damn. I don't think my engine's gonna get me up over this hump. It's pretty accurate fire too. Assuming this is stag hound. Oof.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, the engine's dying. I can hear it. Let's see if we can make it up this channel here. Come on, flaps. No. God damn it. Yeah, no sense in spawning in the AA. It's not going to do me any good. I know I can hear a plane below me. Think you're slick.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Heavy muscle. Heavy muscle.
He should be dead. He is.
Tail extra one.
Not. Gonna save it? Yeah, he is. Damn. Oh well. I thought I had him. Alright, here we are in Japan. I'm really usually pretty ambivalent about this map. I really think it needs a rework towards C. You've essentially just got a free-for-all in the middle, and then two. This is my favorite part of War Thunder right here. Everyone goes straight ahead. But you've essentially got these two channels along A and C that don't give you a really good way into B. So you pretty much have to go into the other team's spawn if you take one of those points, just to kind of come back around and get to B. I mean, A does have the straight shot up, but it's wide open and it's not a very fun place to be. They could do better with this map. It's not a bad map, but it's definitely a what I would call a feast or famine map.
Allied forces have captured
You're either having a
zone.
great day or a terrible day.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Oh, come on. I thought I was going to get him. It doesn't seem like there's any reason for me to sit in this spot right now. Normally you see more people coming that way.
We don't have the advantage anymore.
What's he shooting at? We're gonna need to go towards A. Looks like we're having a hell of a time over here. Just as a general tip, guys, my squad mate just spawned in as a plane. are only going to hurt the team usually spawning in as a plane immediately, just because planes can't really take points. So if the other team's smart, they'll spawn in, you know, tank or tank AA, and that one kill you get with your bomb isn't usually going to turn the tide of anything. You're going to need to kill a couple people. The easiest way to do that's with some tread. So now that we've kind of cleared that out, so this is what I mean. As you can see, to kind of get around onto their side from here, it's all really wide open. Or you go along those little ravines, you get kind of funneled in. You run into trouble with that too. Okay. Driver. There we go. He was. Ooh! What the fuck's shooting me? Ah, Stewart. On the steps. That bought us a little bit of time. Oh, that's right. Was that my first tank? Yeah, I guess it was. I swear to God, I thought I was on my second tank already. So the guy, if you look at the map, there's a guy that looks like if he's holding C, which does, I mean, he's dead now, but if he was holding the push around from C, it's a good move on his part. If he was trying to push C, taking 3 caps doesn't mean anything. Just hold 2. Let them get their freebie and just keep them from flanking the team. Who gives a shit? You know, some people are just trying to play their favorite tanks. I get that way too. But even when I'm playing my favorite tanks, you know, for fun, I'm gonna do what I can to help the team win. Ooh. Which apparently involves running into rocks. Driver anyway. Where is this? There he is. Oh, he's dead. Good shit. Aha. Oh, that takes care of that. Kind of instinctively flinched a little bit when I heard the whistle of the bomb. Anyone over here? Now for everyone's favorite part of the match. That's enough of that. guess I'll just face check it by driving along down there. There had to be a guy coming this way, right? I know I seen him. I guess not. I just died up here, though. Swear. Aha. That's the guy I thought I saw. I don't know if he was waiting down there that whole time or what. Panzer 35T though, they could okay, he's got a view on. He can see B somehow. Gunner. There we go. Ah. I see you.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
So he's about like here. Where'd he go, though? I don't like that I can't see him.
Keep it up and victory will be ours. Allied forces have captured a zone.
I'm sorry, my guy. Aha. Commander loader. There we go. How do they still have guys alive? If that M13 gets up here, I'm dead.
Артиллерия готова.
Alright, someone's pushing me. Nice.